Dear students, I am Dr. Josna Shivsagar, Assistant Professor, Department of Genetics and Plant Breeding, College of Agriculture, Baramati. Today we are learning the embryo culture and endosperm rescue techniques. The embryo is a consider of the fundamental evolutionary organs of the angiospermic sporophytes. Normally, the fertilized egg or the zygote undergoes embryogenesis in the post fertilization stage within the ovules, and thus an embryo is formed inside the seed. This is called as embryo. Then embryo culture means what? The embryo culture is the culture of isolated immature or mature embryos. Or embryo culture can be defined as in vitro development of isolated mature or immature zygotic embryos from seeds in a suitable culture medium to form a seedling. This is called as embryo culture. You see in this diagram, this one is the embryo, means the body plant. This is the seed coat, outer covering is called as seed coat, and middle portion is the food storage. Embryo contains a radicle and a plumule. This is the plumule and this is a radicle. Radicle gives the roots and plumule gives the plant, whole plant body. You see in this second pictures, this is the endosperm, this is the endosperm, and this one is the seed coat, and as the embryo, this portion is the embryo. Clear? Then what is the embryo culture? The embryo of a different developmental stages form within the female gametophytes through the sexual process can be isolated aseptically from the bulk of maternal tissues of value ovules, seeds or capsules and cultured in a vitro under the aseptic and controlled physical conditions in a glass vials containing nutrient solid or liquid medium to grow indirectly into the plantlet. This is the embryo culture. Now we are learn the history behind the embryo culture. Hanning in the year 1904 first cultured isolated mature embryo of a cross between Colchicera into the Raphanus and successfully obtained the plants. Hanning first developed the embryo culture techniques. Then in 1925 and 1929, Liebig isolated the zygotic embryos from non-viable seeds of Linum perennium into the Linum austricum. This hybrid cannot be developed naturally. In the year 1941, for the first time, G. Van Overbeek et al. Introduced the coconut milk for the development of embryo and callus formation in Datura. Then now we will see the different categories in embryo culture and their objectives. First category is the culture of mature and intact seed embryo. Analyze the various parameters of embryonic growth and the metabolic and biochemical aspects of dormancy and germination. Second category is the culture of surgical dissected embryos. Such an embryo segments are cultured to analyze the relationship of different parts of the embryo to its final form in the culture. Third one is the culture of immature embryos or the pro-embryos. Globular and heart-shaped stage of embryos are appropriately called as the pro-embryos. The objective of such a culture is to understand the control of differentiation and the nutritional requirement of such a progressively developing embryos. Then next is the culture of intact seed containing undifferentiated embryos. Then fifth one is the culture of adventive embryo from the polyembryonic seeds. Besides the zygotic embryo produced from the egg cells, some additional embryos are produced from the nuclear tissues in polyembryonic seed like lemons and orange. Last one is the culture of inviable or the abortive embryos. In many interspecific or intergeneric breeding experiments, sometimes inviable or the abortive embryos may develop due to the unsuccessful crosses. As a result, the non-viable seeds do not germinate normally. Then we see this picture in which see the different categories of the, embryo culture. First, this first one A, it is the culture of adventive embryos from polyembryonic seeds. Then polyembryonic seeds are present in lemon and oranges, polyembryonic seeds. Then B, this is the B, culture of mature and intact seed embryo. Then C1, culture of dissected embryos, means this is the different stages of dissected embryos. Then D, this one is the D, culture of immature embryos. This is the immature, this is one immature embryos. Then E, this is the E, culture of undifferentiated embryo of orchid. And F1, this is the F, this one F, culture of abortive or inviable embryo. These are the different categories of embryo culture. Then next one is the type of embryos. First type is the mature embryo culture and second one is the immature embryo culture. Then mature embryo culture is the culture of mature embryos derived from ripe seeds. It requires the simple medium. It requires the simple nutrient medium. And this is done when the embryos, first one, do not survive in vitro. Then second one is it's become a dormant for a longer period of time. And third one is it's to eliminate the inhibition of seed germination. And next one is some species produce sterile seeds which may be due to the incomplete embryos development. And such embryos can be cultured and viable seedlings can be produced. For example, iris and orchids. Means these are some factors to use these mature embryo cultures for overcome some problems. You see in these pictures, this is the mature embryo from the rape seeds and cultured in a in vitro and get the your new explants or new plants. Then next second one is the immature embryo or the embryo rescue techniques. In embryo rescue technique, we use the immature embryo for getting the new explant or new plants. Culture of immature embryos to rescue the embryos of wild crosses is used to avoid the embryo abortion and produce the viable plants. Means use the embryo rescue techniques for avoiding the embryo abortion and produce the viable plants. It requires complex media which includes the special amino acids, hormones, endosperm extract like a coconut milk is used for growing the endosperm in vitro culture. We see this is the immature seed, then this is the immature embryo. This immature embryo put into the nutrient media. This nutrient media contains the special amino acids, hormones and coconut water. Then we you see the different growth stages. This immature embryo is newly emerged. Then you get the little leaf and roots. You see the elongation of stem and leaf portion and then root also coming here. This is the process of immature embryo to get the plant. Then principles behind the embryo culture is the underlying the principle of the method is the aseptic excision of the embryo and its transfer to a suitable nutrient medium for development under the optimum culture conditions. In general, it is relatively easy to obtain pathogen-free embryos since the embryo is locked in the sterile environment of the ovule or seed or capsule or the fruits. The most important aspect of embryo culture work is the crucial selection of the medium necessary to sustain a continued growth of the embryos. Monnier devised a culture method which allows for the uninterrupted growth of the globular embryo to maturity. By this method, embryo can be grown in both the solid and liquid medium at the same time. The changing, we see this is the Monnier device. Monnier device gives the it allows the uninterrupted growth of the globular embryo to the maturity. This is the principle of the embryo culture. Then protocol of the embryo culture means how to develop the develop the plants from immature embryo. Firstly, you select the immature cob from the healthy field. Then its immature seeds were extracted out and then these extracted embryos or the seeds are surface sterilized by the treating them with the 0.1% solutions of mercury chloride solution for 7 minutes and then afterwards gives 3 washes with the autoclaved distilled water. Then dissect out the embryo from the seeds under the totally aseptic conditions. Then afterwards, the cultures, the embryos in the jar containing MS media. MS media having the different amino acids, then hormones, then sugar and different nutrients required, and the coconut water requires nutrients required for the plant growth. Then incubate the jar at the temperature for 28 to 30 degree in a in vitro condition. This is the protocol. Now we are see the protocol by practically. Then firstly we select the this one. Firstly we select the immature seeds. Then these seeds are sterilized with the different sterilizing agents. Then you see this is the sterilized seeds. Then remove the outer covering of the seeds, means the peeling of the glooms. Then after that the placing of embryo on a medium, means the excision of embryo. You see this is the embryo portion. Remove this immature embryo and placing in a your growth medium or the MS nutrient medium. Then you see the growth of the embryo. You see the growth of the embryo into the seedling overnight. Then overnight, and after that you see plantlets. After some weeks you get the leaves and roots. Then plantlets ready to transfer to the soil. You see the plantlets are ready to transfer or transplant to the soil. You see the 2 week of old seedlings in a soil, means after the putting into the pot you get the this type of plants from the immature seeds. Then embryo rescue. This is the one of the techniques of embryo culture. The term embryo rescue refers to the number of in vitro techniques whose purpose is to promote the development of an immature or the weak embryo into a viable plant. Embryo rescue has been widely used for producing plants from hybridization, in which failure of endosperm to properly develop causes embryo abortion. In immature embryo culture, wide hybrids often suffer from the early spontaneous abortion due to several barriers which operates at a pre and post fertilization level. Pre-fertilization barriers includes all factors that hinders effective fertilization due to the inhibition of pollen tube growth. Post-fertilization barriers retards the development of the zygote after the fertilization and normal development of the seeds due to the failure of endosperm. This is known as embryo-endosperm incompatibility, where the endosperm produces toxins that kills the embryo. This is the embryo rescue technique. What is the applications of embryo culture? The production of rare hybrid from the intergeneric and interspecific crosses. The hybrid embryo fails to develop due to the poor or the abortional development of endosperm. Second application is development of disease resistant plants. For example, tomato resistant to virus, fungus and nematode. Lycopersicon esculentum into the Lycopersicon peruvinum. This is a cross to develop the disease-free resistance plants. Then in a potato, resistant to potato leaf roll virus. Then Solanum tuberosum into the Solanum ituberosum. This is the cross of the resistant variety. Then overcoming the seed dormancy. Third application is overcoming the seed dormancy. Iris seed may take 2 to several years to germinate, and this dormancy can be eliminated by embryo culture techniques. Then fourth one is the shortening of the breeding cycle. Rose plants take normally 1 year to come to the flowering, but embryo culture plants come to flowering in 6 months. Fifth one is the propagation rare plants. In the example, banana are not propagated by the seeds. That's why you use the embryo culture in banana, colocasia and etc. Propagation of orchids, for example orchids. Then preparation of embryo abortion, prevention of embryo abortion. For example, early ripening varieties of peach, cherry, apple, plum and etc. Then clonal micropropagation. Eighth application is the clonal micropropagation. Clonal micropropagation is undertaking in a banana and rapid seed viability testing. These are the some application of embryo culture. Then disadvantages of embryo culture is the number of hybrid seeds rescued in many instances is extremely low due to the difficulty in growing a very young embryos. Viability decreases with the age of embryo in most of the incompatible crosses. Then efforts are needed to identify requirements for embryos of progressively younger stages in a major crop species. These are the different disadvantages of or the some disadvantages of embryo culture. Then thank you everyone for this lecture, listening my lecture.